Hey coach, this is Coach Vann with Next Play Hoops, and today we're going to take a look at our conditioning drills book. I think all coaches are always looking for some great new conditioning drills, way to kind of get their players into shape. One of my beliefs has always been that I always want my players to get conditioned through either the speed of our practice from going one drill to the next without any time off and breaks in between. Want to make sure that our players are sprinting from drill to drill. But secondly, and almost more important, is I want all my drills to be able to accomplish a couple different things. I'd like my players to have basketballs in their hands at all times, if possible. And be able to get conditioning that way while still working on, let's say, their ball handling or their shooting. For example, our shooting drills, if we're working on conditioning, I want our players to be able to shoot shots when they're tired. Obviously, that's what's going to be happening in the game. So we want to get them running and taking shots that they're going to take in a game, and hopefully that we can accomplish that through some drills. We have a free throw drill. I'll actually show you guys here in a little bit. That accomplishes exactly that. So this book has 179 different pages in it. We give you over 115 different drills that you can choose from. Again, we want to give you some different drills that can help condition your team, but also accomplish a few other key areas as well, uh, as far as skill work and development goes. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. This is our zigzag smother drill here. I'll blow this up a little bit closer just so everybody can kind of take a look at this. You'll see that everything is color coded, and we give full descriptions below each frame, so we can kind of make sure that every coach can understand what's happening in the drill, some of the key teaching points, and you can also bring this to your practice, bring it to games. You can view it on a desktop, a laptop, an iPad, or an iPhone. You can share it with your coaches. You can print it, again, bring it to practices. So very accessible, and easy to understand. And we also go over the rotations as well. So again, you'll see here we got 4 different pages of table of contents of drills. And we'll go ahead and scroll down. You can kind of see we have some full court drills. We got some half court drills. And not all of these drills, I mean, sometimes they're running, sometimes they're just toughness drills, where they're constantly sliding or constantly closing out, or, this is, most coaches have seen this drill. I mean, I love this one because it's like X1 has to go for 1 minute of a zigzag drill, and you just got a line of basketball players, and he's got to zigzag and make them turn. We got 2 lines going on both sides. You can actually have this going on both sides of the court, and you could have 4 lines going. And but then you see X1, as soon as they reach half court, has to sprint into a closeout, and then they just do the same thing over and over again until the 1 minute's up. And it's a great conditioning drill. We're working on our defensive stance, we're working on our closeouts, but we're also accomplishing ball handlers with the ball and making the defense work. And it's not a live drill, but it is one that we are working on our conditioning. We're working on our closeouts. And again, if you got this going on both sides of the court, you got 4 basketballs and 4 defenders going on at the same time. So you got 8 people, 8 players that are doing something, pretty consistently there. So it's also another drill that you can use, in a tryout situation or something like that. Here's another drill. I love this. We always do this every single day in practice. It's just one of our everyday drills. It's just Olympic shooting, very simple. Players get tired. You got 2 basketballs and you got 3 players at the hoop, and the 2 players with the basketballs will shoot the shot. Everybody follows their own shot, and the player who makes the pass to start, like you'll see 3 passes the ball to 2, will now sprint out to relocate. Number 1 comes in and follows his shot, and then is going to pass to the open man, which is 3. You'll see here in frame 2, and this just continues. Well, after you make a pass as a rebounder, then you relocate to a new spot. And the whole key here is following your shot, and then making a good pass, and then sprinting to get out. And it's just a constant drill. You could do this for 2 or 3 minutes. Again, 2 basketballs, 3 people at a hoop, and it's a great conditioning drill that you can do and get your players shooting. And so you'll see we got some sideline break drills. Suicides. I mean, I hate the word suicides. I mean, I think that's probably pretty dated, but you can also attach a basketball to that. And have them run their suicides with a basketball. Here's a rim run drill that we'd use in transition. You can see here, this is a conditioning drill for our 5-man, getting the ball up the floor, and we can come back the other way, obviously. If you got a couple courts, or just run this on one side of the floor, but we want to get our big man used to sprinting, rim running, and then also setting this drag screen early in transition. So if you're a transition team, that might be something. Then you can add a coach in here, and we can work on our duck ends, and then passing the ball in here, and then making play. You can also have a bury and seal. You see X5 comes down here, and then we can seal that drill. We can work on the high-low, so we can spin move and get our footwork down. So quite a few different things that we can do. Let me see if I can find a couple more to share. Again, it's all conditioning drills. I think I had the free throw drill I was talking about. Is a great drill too that we use. It's a perfect example. Let me see if I can. Well, here's another drill here, 40 or 50 layups in 2 minutes, just constant going, full court. They got to dribble with the ball, keep their head up, and constantly go. Here's a 4-line shooting drill. Again, we got 12 players here. You can do it with less, but number 5 steps up. Number 1 makes the pass, 5 takes the shot. Then once they make the pass, they sprint to the other end. So we got some balls down here. We got 4 balls here. We got 4 balls down here. And everybody, once they make a pass, they're sprinting to the other end. So again, it's a great conditioning drill that we're also focusing on our shooting when we're tired and we got tired legs. And here, I'll finish with this. Here's our 3-man free throw shooting drill that we love to do. What we do is we break our team up into groups of 3. So you'll see 1, 2, and 3 here in black. And number 1 is shooting a free throw. 2 is rebounding. You can either have them make 2 free throws or just shoot 2 free throws. And then we have 1 rebounder here. Now, number 3, while number 1 is shooting, and especially if you have each player's got to make 2 free throws, is in a full-on sprint with the basketball, dribbling back and forth. Okay. Now, I mean, we're talking full-on sprint. Now, as soon as 1 makes 2 free throws, number 3 is now going to become the shooter. So the player who was running back and forth, dribbling as fast as they can, is now going to become the shooter. The free throw shooter in frame 1 will now become the rebounder, and the rebounder will now go into the sprint and be going back and forth. Now, the key to this is number 3 is now the shooter in frame 2 just got done sprinting. And that's when they're going to be shooting free throws. So we want them, again, to take game shots, game spots at game speed, or take free throws when they're tired. We're trying to simulate a game in our practice. So again, this is a conditioning drill, and this is something you can run for 5 minutes, however long you want. But it's just another drill to kind of work on conditioning and taking free throws when you're tired, that could translate to a higher percentage to you, that could potentially win and lose. So again, this is the Conditioning Drills book, 179 pages, over 115 drills. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you can reach out to me at Coach Vann at nextplayhoops.com, and we'll see you at the next video. Thanks.